Removing the swing arm bearing. Well, you can buy tools to do this, special tools to do it, but if you want to go a cheaper way that's still very easy and isn't going to damage anything, you just need to get some threaded rod. Now the one I've got here is 10mm, and you just need a couple of sockets. You want a large socket, in this case I've got 32mm, to catch the bearing, which you can see I've already partially got out, so that'll sit over it and it'll catch the bearing. And you want a smaller socket to push the bearing. Now this one I've got here is 20mm. With the pushing one, what you want is a bearing that's just a socket, that's just slightly smaller than the bearing. So it'll push it, but it'll also fit through the cylinder itself. And you do is simply put it all on the threaded rod like this. I've got a couple of washers here for some support. And get that to go in there. There we go. I've got a couple of washers on this end for some little bit of extra strength as well. Just make sure you get washers that are small enough to fit in the hole, because this will go all the way in. So make sure those washers will fit in the hole. These ones are just slightly smaller than the socket itself, which is good. And we screw all that together, and then all you do is you just tighten from this end. And as you tighten from this end, it will push the bearing through into the large socket. Done. Easy. Now when I said you want the socket to be just smaller than the bearing, this is what I meant. As you can see, it's just finally smaller than it. And the reason you need that is because the socket has to go, the socket has to be able to go where the bearing goes, through that, all the way through there. So it needs to be small enough to be able to fit through there, but big enough so that when you put the pressure on it, it doesn't just push into the center of the bearing. It needs to sit around that outside edge. On this particular bike, 20mm, this is a 98KX125, and the 20mm did the job perfectly.